Hello, everyone. We are here. We're just going to give it a minute to make sure we have everything. Oh, are you talking? I don't think I could hear you. I don't see anybody yet. What is happening? Are we having technical difficulty? I'm not sure. Well, give her a minute. I'll fix my lip gloss. Hi, Judy. How are you? Oh, yeah, we can't hear her. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. We have Vicky. Hi, Tara. Hi, Miss Vicky. Who else do we have? Denise. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, so you guys can just hear me. You know what that means? I'm going to be doing all the talking. Or am I? All right, Z. Fixtures. Oh, you can't hear her, Vicky? I can't hear her either. Hi, Susan. All right, V. You got V. Z. Wrong letter. Can you got to fix yourself, girlfriend? Yeah, go fix yourself. Up. Where'd she go?
Is this better?
How awesome is that? So, she's Z.
She's Rach.
And they're the Compass Girls.
I hope so.
Oh, we were going to do it together because we're sitting next to each other.
We're the Compass Girls.
We forgot.
Oh,
Whoops.
and there's the producer.
We can't see it. Oh, yeah, we could.
We have the producer on set tonight.
Yes.
This is great.
Absolutely on set. So, yeah, so we are together tonight.
Yeah.
And you know what?
What?
We forgot.
What did we forget?
We got so excited that we were together, we forgot our cocktail. Oh,
What are we
this?
going to do?
I got like a wing going on.
I got a lot of wings going on there.
Oh,
Here. The wings are all over.
Something's going on here. So we are in vacation. Well, I am in vacation mode. Her, not so much.
You know what? Today we spent the day in vacation mode. I actually joined in the vacation mode.
What? I made her go to the beach.
In freezing cold weather.
It was so warm.
I'm a liar.
It was very, very nice. But at one point, I was in my bathing suit.
And I was all bundled
and
up.
You were bundled
I had my cover up long sleeves with the hand covers on them and a towel on the bottom of me. And I was shivering.
So Elise is like, no drinks. Oh, no. So seriously, I came down here on Saturday, and I had a wedding Sunday. And I will say that I drank enough Sunday for the entire week. Like, it was a lot. And then
That's
me
what
and
I
you
heard.
drank too.
Wait, where did we drink?
We drank out at the restaurant. I had the espresso martini.
Yes,
you had wine.
Yep.
And then did we go somewhere else and drink? No.
No, I don't think so. I think you had so much to drink at the wedding that it's just kind of poured over into every day.
It was a lot. I was like this.
You know, Rach. That's swinging. Right. Who said that? We're united and it feels so good.
So flying out of Tweed, out of New Haven, was awesome. I flew Avello. So Avello is a cheaper airline. It's great for Tweed because it's a very small airport. So you're going through quicker. Security is quicker. You do have to purchase your checked baggage, but it still winds up being
cheap.
It's still like $200 round trip.
That's right
Which-
now. That's really good.
which isn't bad because that's checked luggage both ways. You don't have to pay for water. I heard someone say, "Oh, you got to pay for your water."
Spirit, you do.
You don't for
If you're
them.
on
Spirit, you
yes.
do. The con is you still have to get there earlier because they don't have a kiosk, so you're waiting in line. The nice thing is that because it's such a small airport, they'll be like, who's got to get on whatever flight, and you you raise your hands, and
We have a visitor. We have a visitor.
So I'm at an Airbnb.
Yes. They have a cat.
You guys are the cat's ass.
We're the cat's pajamas. We're the cat's meow.
We are the cat's meow.
I saw the cat's
Um,
ass.
It's a good kitty cat.
So
So we need to do our intro. How they win? We didn't. You missed all that.
I missed everything. Okay. So
You know what? As soon as you take her out of her comfort zone, everything goes to hell.
I went to vacation mode.
Yeah, everything went to hell. We do this show every week. We've been doing it for years now. Years. And
How long?
years. And she doesn't
All right.
remember what to say. I
So-
just want to tell you what to do with the finger.
Okay, wait.
And I'll show you a different finger if she doesn't do the intro.
hold your finger. Just hold your
I'm
finger
holding
right
my
there.
finger.
We already did our names, right?
Yeah,
we
I said
did that?
you said she's Z, she's Rach. They're the Compass Girls.
Okay.
We're here every Wednesday. Oh, they
So
didn't
we
say
are
that.
here every single Wednesday on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at 8 p.m. And we do thank you for coming live to watch. Or if you're watching on replay, we thank you for that too. And we bring you the hottest trends in travel and products. And we always try to give you the best items for the luxuries you crave. How's that? Is that good?
You did a good job.
Okay, that was good. We also have giveaways every single week. And so, Z, how do they do the giveaway?
Okay, now I can use my finger, and
Or
I'm
how did
using the
they answer?
nice finger. You're going to take that finger, and you see where you see us right there? You're going to go right down, and there's a button right there that says share. You're going to hit that share button. It's going to go to your feed, and you'll get an entry. And please comment. Every comment that you make, if you chatter among yourselves, if you talk about what we're talking about, if you give us a little feedback, or if you have some good ideas that we haven't hit on, we'd love to know them. Each of those is an entry into the giveaways. So,
Yes, and then also, which I also forgot to do, you can follow us if you are
Yeah.
on Facebook, and if you are on YouTube or Twitch, go ahead and subscribe or give us the thumbs up. If you're watching on the phone, we love hearts. Hearts, give me hearts, give me lots of hearts. And then also, don't forget about our fan list. Every single week after the show, Z does a beautiful newsletter that has all of the information from the show, as well as any discounts or any information that we give you. So you're going to want to take advantage of that.
just open it when you get it.
Yeah.
Make my work
Yeah.
worthwhile.
Yes. Yes.
I see it goes out and you don't open it. I go, oh, there we go again.
So I just want to answer Peggy. So Peggy checked Avello's carry on, and it says 14 inches, but I will tell you it's a regular like roll carry on that. So you can check a luggage and then you could carry on a luggage, but you can bring like a purse. I brought a tote that counted as my purse as long as it could fit under the seat. If you're going to have like a rolly carry on, then that you do have to pay for, and it fits in the overhead. But I don't understand. I think the 14-inch is your actual purse or tote carry on, because my tote bag is
It's large.
It's
And if you
large.
are a backpack person, that's perfect because most backpacks will fit under the seat in front of you, and that's a no charge, correct?
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have a question for you because I've never flown a Velo. Is there a difference in price between the checked bag and the bag you bring on the plane in terms of price? know?
Yeah, there was if you purchase your checked bag or your carry-on, when you purchase your ticket, if you do it online, it's like $10 cheaper.
Oh,
So I think a checked bag was 30, and I think a carry-on was 40.
oh, so
I
you
believe.
so you don't have to drag it onto the plane and it's cheaper?
Yeah.
Remember that. Good tip. Write that down.
But check the pricing because I
Right.
could be off.
And as with everything, they do change prices often. So nothing is ever set in stone.
No, Mima's not drunk. No, she is not. Okay, so the other thing that I did different this time is I stayed at an Airbnb. Now, you and I have stayed
yes,
at
in Malibu.
many Airbnbs, but normally
Oh, that's right.
we stay at an Airbnb, but you rent the whole place. So either the whole house or a piece
Or an
of
apartment.
apartment.
We've rented apartments in,
Yep.
in someone's house, like the place
like
in Malibu.
like an in-law apartment
was
or
like an
something.
in-law apartment. It had a bedroom, a bathroom, a living room, and a tiny little kitchenette. And we had a separate entrance.
Yes.
So-
Yes. And then this time, now I'm a little rusty with traveling. So
been 2
when
years.
I booked the Airbnb, it was actually rooms in the house with the owners. So I was nervous because you guys know I love people, but you got to hope that it's a good person or someone that you
And
get along
sometimes like my husband would have
Oh, sorry.
completely freaked out because he doesn't like people.
Yeah, I like people.
Yeah, he doesn't like people, so that would mean that he would have to interact with people that he doesn't know, which is an absolute no. So that's your tip number one, is to check.
And the
Make
other
sure.
thing is that we did a lot of communicating through through online beforehand. I used Airbnb, and we messaged each other, and any questions I had, and he was really good with, so we kind of already were building a relationship that I was like, oh, this guy's going to be cool. This is I had confidence that it was going to be good. Right?
Is everybody doing this now? I just want to know if the entire audience is going, oh, it's Rachel, really? But that's your first key message, is make sure you read the entire ad, or and that's not just with Airbnbs, that's with any place you book or anything that you do with travel. Because again, if you're flying here on a lower cost airline and you didn't know that it was more money to bring a bag on the plane than it was to check a bag,
right?
If you had done your homework in advance, you would have known, and you wouldn't have had to schlep the bag and then stick it in the overhead.
Yeah.
And then schlep it off the plane. I like using the word
And
schlep
if
tonight.
you are, so let's talk about when you're staying at an Airbnb with the owners of the house. Again, start building that communication via messaging, but don't be afraid to ask them questions throughout. Ask them about the neighborhood, about walking. Is it safe to walk at night? Or about different local things. God, I must have asked them like 100,000 times. But I want to tell you, so maybe he'll show up here because I want you guys to meet him. But he made me a cappuccino.
Ooh, yeah.
He has a cappuccino maker, and he actually
nice
made
one
me,
too. A
and it was
pump-driven one. It's a
yeah,
nice one.
and it was so good. And I'm just thinking, like, wouldn't that be nice? Like if you could get somebody to make
Have
you
me
a
a cappuccino.
cappuccino.
But again, your host is a great resource because they know the area and they can guide you to probably restaurants. Today we learned what beach to go to. Maybe if you have things that you want to do in the area, they probably live there or know the area really well and can guide you not just to the places that they think are good, but they may have online sources for you to look at. Like I was talking to someone online yesterday, and they were coming to book a hotel. They wanted a resort in Florida. They wanted the beach. And I was able to give them a good tip of where to stay based on what they wanted because I live in the area. So make sure you use that resource that is your host.
Right.
But don't be a pest like she is.
No, well, I'm not a pest, but you know, it's cool too because you're meeting new people. You're in a neighborhood, so
It's
you're
safer.
kind of seeing the locals and what they're doing, and it's a more local vibe rather than, you know, that busy hotel. You know what I'm trying to say? It's
Noisy.
like it's
Cold,
yeah, it's
impersonal.
impersonal. That's the word I was looking for. Yes.
The words.
Um,
I've got all the words.
you got the words.
I've got all the words.
You got the words that I'm looking for. Another thing is read the reviews. Now, I don't put 100% in all reviews because I think sometimes people they want to complain. Like it's hard.
That some people will find the smallest thing to be picky about.
Yes.
But when you're reading the reviews and you see that someone has given something negative, actually look in a little deeper. It may be something that doesn't matter to you.
Right.
It may have mattered to them, but it may not matter to you. You know what it is that you look for in a vacation stay. So just, you know, keep an open mind when you do that. Now, I mean, if it's all negative reviews, you know it's bad.
Right.
But
right.
but there's always you're right. There's always someone who wants to complain.
And the other thing
Always.
I look for with reviews is, was there a little issue or an issue or whatever? And then it says,
it
but
resolved?
it was resolved.
That's huge.
Boom, that's huge.
Things happen all the time.
And you want to make sure that you leave
Just
an
look at us.
honest review. No, we're not drinking vodka.
Did she say vodka?
Yeah,
No, she said
vodka.
There's no D in vodka.
Vodka.
Vodka. You're not the only person I know.
I did drink vodka and I drank Prosecco. And I drank.
And I'm surprised you remember any of this.
That's not correct. She drank a lot of vodka.
Stephen Baker.
Lots of
I heard she
vodka.
drank
Hello,
a
Stephen.
third of a bottle of it. That's what I hear.
Yes.
Hello, Stephen. Stephen's here?
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Our favorite NFL player is here?
He is.
Woohoo!
The champ is here.
The champ's in the
The
house.
champ is here.
And I just want to know, the team he wanted, no, actually the team he wanted didn't win because he and I
No.
wanted the same team.
Yeah, he wanted
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
my husband was happy though.
Yeah. So this is the very first Super Bowl that I don't remember one commercial, and I don't really remember. I think I
The
watched
Larry
a little
David commercial was great.
You didn't drink half a bottle of vodka, though.
I had no vodka that night. I'm going to
bit.
start
I
saying
don't
vodka.
remember. I don't remember it.
See, everybody loves the way you say vodka. Vodka. Vodka.
Is it? It's because I don't emphasize the D.
You don't say the D. You don't not emphasize the D. You
Because
don't
it doesn't
you-
sound right to
you
me.
don't-
Vad.
Okay.
Which is funny.
It's a Russian word. It's vodka.
Vodka.
Vodka. That's what my
There's-
grandmother would have
There's
said.
no
It's
D in there.
vodka. Vodka. Vodka.
I know how to spell it, but even saying it Russianly.
Vodka.
Russian love.
Vodka.
It's funny she doesn't say the D because she likes the D.
Oh, we are so moving on.
Yes, we are.
Holy cow. Okay.
Let's
so
get to some travel tips.
yeah,
So you
let's
know what I was
talk
gonna-
about travel tips.
Okay. If you don't want, you're going to do these travel tips, or do you want me to talk a little bit about?
Talk about
Okay.
your tips.
If you don't want to stay in an Airbnb and you're looking to stay in a hotel, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, one of my favorite tips is to use Hotels Tonight. Now, it used to be that you would download it on your phone. That's actually the best way, especially if you're on a road trip, because you can check for a hotel that night from the road. I would always book it, so I'd be all set. It does give you it gives you a little information about the hotel. You do know in advance what hotel you're staying at, unlike the old Priceline bidding system where you didn't know where you were staying when you bid on a hotel. With Hotels Tonight, you're going to get a discount based on the occupancy of the hotel.
I'm
They-
getting close.
Oh, my word. And I lost my train of thought, but that's okay because I'm
You know
sitting next to
why
Rach,
she lost her train of thought?
because there's a good-looking guy going to sit
Hi,
next to her.
Candy.
Hi, Candy's here.
Hello.
Say hello to Richard, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
This is Richard.
Welcome to my home.
This is my host who I was talking about. I was saying how, we kind of built a relationship beforehand via messaging, and I was able to ask you questions, and it made it comfortable once I got here because we had already spoken. And Zippy said that I'm probably a pain. Am I a pain, Richard?
But first thing I want to know is, how do you like the house?
Love the house,
Yeah?
by the way. Love it, love it. And you'll see behind us, Richard's wife is actually an artist, and there's art all over the house. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Yep. Look at that. Everywhere. In every room, all kinds
It
of
is
art.
a gallery in here.
Yeah, we are in the
It's
gallery.
Sorry
it's
to
like
take over your
it's
computer
no,
like that.
no,
That's
no,
okay.
no. It's like staying in a gallery.
Yeah, we're in the gallery.
That's really
right
cool.
now. But
So look, where else you can't get that experience in a hotel. You can't stay in
No,
it.
no,
Well,
no.
maybe in the Vidara, sorry, in Las Vegas, but that's it.
And I also was saying how you made me cappuccino.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that was
We've
like-
graduated. We have a better coffee maker than the normal one.
yes, it.
I saw. You have a nice pump
You
driven
want one?
one.
We'll turn it on right now.
Yeah.
it's 8
So
o'clock, yeah?
after this, yes, we're gonna do cappuccino.
We'll just caffeine it up till 3 a.m.
So
No, well, I have to drive back. So
what kind of tips can you give to them for like from a host? What is best for the I don't know what the guests to do?
Ooh. Airbnb is an amazing service, very, very sophisticated platform, better than all the rest. I actually have 3 houses listed on Airbnb right now at the moment. 1 in Florida and 2 in New York. And one of those houses is also listed on VRBO.
Okay.
So I'm not just Airbnb. I'm all in whatever's going to be the absolute best.
And this is the
Thing
one
for-
that you're with the guests, where your other ones are totally empty. So someone asked, did you ever want to kick somebody out?
Yes.
Not me.
I have kicked people out before.
You
Dude, I'm
have.
old school. I'm like OG, like hardcore from like in the original days doing Airbnb. I cut my teeth. I think in order to be an Airbnb host, at least I started in 2016. I consider myself a big risk taker. So in 2016, there just weren't that many hosts on Airbnb to begin with. And therefore you were learning what to do from the beginning. Nobody was teaching you. It's kind of like anything you do on the internet. Like you have to put the effort in from the beginning, and nobody's going to show you how to do it. I mean, you can go buy a program or some like course online, and you can learn things that way too. which are great options for a lot of people. I think in 2016 there weren't any courses for Airbnb. I don't remember. And I bought my first house really cheap and in a university district and like crushed it. And it's really hard. At first it was all travelers. For 2 years it was all travelers. And in 2018 when I bought my second house, locals started booking, and I'm a landlord when it's a local and I'm a host when it's a traveler.
How does that differ?
Yeah, like what?
Local guests they're not educated in what it is they're doing. Airbnb is a traveling service. VRBO, these are traveling services. So when locals book, they're looking to throw a party usually, and not be forthcoming completely in the messaging. So like you guys were talking about the messaging earlier. Like you have no idea how carefully I'm reading your message when you inquire. So if you're one of those new people, you have to be very transparent with what you're doing. So if I have a house in New York and somebody from California instant books or inquires, I can see on their profile they're Californians, and then I'm like, oh yeah, they're traveling, probably no problem. And then if they say hello and my name is blah blah blah, and I'm coming here for blah blah blah, and I can't wait to see your beautiful home, and then they sign their name, like they're definitely in. And if they don't sign their name at all, they don't say hello and greetings and like,
Right.
it's like,
So I shouldn't tell
I don't
him
let them stay. I don't necessarily let everybody stay.
So the last time I came down with Rich, we threw a party at my friend's house. Remember Rick?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I came down, I threw a party.
It's not.
Did you do it at an Airbnb?
No,
It wasn't,
was a
no,
friend's
it was
house.
my
And he
friend's
knew,
house.
and he has a party house.
Yeah.
I actually let people come and throw mini gatherings if they tell me that that's what they're doing.
Right.
Like I try to be completely fair with everybody, and that's hard.
Okay,
You know?
tell us
Always go up front.
tell us a
Front house.
story like of the person you threw out, because this
Or-
got to be
Or a
good.
horror story.
So I have two stories. I'll try to make them concise. The first time it happened to me, I was blindsided by the inquiry, the reservation. I was super nice. They booked last minute, and then the next morning, the checkout was at noon. And I just purchased this house that month. It was May 2018, and this happened in May. I just got this house, and
Wow.
checkout was at noon. At 11:30, I get a text message from the girl, who was probably like 23, or she was young, and it was a blurry photo of my kitchen. But the house was so new to me, it didn't even register that. It's the moment I saw the photo, I knew something was like desperately wrong. So when I went over there, the whole place smelled like weed.
Ooh.
And the message she sent me was a photo of a hole in my kitchen wall about this big. It was probably like 2 feet. And she sent the photo and said, "This was here when we arrived. This is not my fault." That was all she wrote.
Like you wouldn't know your own house? Excuse me?
Oh,
Oh my goodness. So whose fist went through it?
What's that?
Did someone's fist go
No, I
through
think
it?
their butt went through. I think
Oh, is that
they like were dancing and they like right into the wall, and the hole was huge.
holy
God.
cow.
Yeah. So
This
but
is
I
why
didn't.
my husband doesn't want to do it because we're buying another home.
You can, it's
He
fun-
said
yeah,
this,
you have to be, that's why I say you have to be a landlord. But then the time I kicked somebody out, I was actually, I kicked them out in New York, and I was in Florida when I did it. How
Ooh.
about those cojones?
Wow.
Wow.
So
you'd be
what were
hopeful
they
of that.
doing?
She had too many people over. One of the neighbors I have like I don't have like really a lookout, but I have like, I'm just like friendly with the people around there. So this one person's it's a college, urban district, college area. There's a lot of students there. There's a master's degree student. She bought the place, and she was living across the street from me, and I liked her. And she was the type who was like the most honorable neighbor in the whole neighborhood. She's probably like 25, doing her master's degree or something. And she sent me a message. She never messaged me. This was the only message I ever got from
Well,
her. She's
so
like,
when you get
they're
a
a little bit
message,
too
you
loud
know.
across the street. I think there's a few too many cars parked in the street.
Oh, shoot.
Just wanted to let you know, like that, like real friendly. And so I called the girl and made the reservation, because like you have to, part of hosting is being on the telephone. Like not with
Right.
you and I are not on the telephone. You come to my house, we say hello. This is the whole sharing thing is a completely
This is
different,
really different.
newer experience.
Right.
So I called the girl, made the reservation, and I was like, all I said was, how many people are at my house? And she said, about 17. And I screamed,
Oh my
effing fire! Hung up the phone, and I called the police, and then I would like freaked out for the next 4 hours.
Do you guys have any questions about Airbnb?
Sorry if I'm like intense.
No, they're used to us. We're very intense. How about like with this one here where people are staying with you, have you made like friends? Like I think we're kind of cool now, right? Like
We are.
we're kind of
We're having a great time.
yeah,
I
we're
feel like I'm on
kind of
vacation
friends.
too.
Yeah. So see.
Like stat, like for real. It feels like
So
That's
have you
good.
made
Yeah,
like
nice.
friends where you still stay in touch?
yes. It's so every reservation you gotta like clear the palette again, and you don't know what you don't have any idea what
That's
they're
gotta
gonna
be
be
a little
It's
scary.
actually gambling.
It is. gambling.
You're gambling. And when you're living here, you're really gambling.
It's kind
different
of
when you're
true.
not
I
in
know.
the- when
I
you're
agree.
not in the house.
I agree.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Then you have no eyes in the house. That's a whole other issue. But being here, I mean, you have to have a certain amount of compatibility.
It's
how does that
very
work?
true. Yeah, I'm an outgoing person.
He is very
Um,
outgoing.
I have some confidence at this point. I'm a veteran in a lot of areas. So
That's
like
good.
I did Airbnb for 3.5 years before we started the sharing. And of course the sharing was a huge adjustment. Like a huge
I can
adjustment.
imagine.
Before we opened the sharing right before COVID, and we had so many European guests. Like they were coming from Germany, Poland, Germany,
Wow.
France,
That makes sense.
Great Britain,
That makes
Italy, Spain. Yeah, it was
Because travel is very
Mexico,
very different. Yeah.
South America a little
Yeah.
bit. I was a Spanish major in college, so anybody who speaks Spanish. I'm learning Italian now, and I mean it's not it's not for Airbnb purposes, but
Because you love
yeah,
language.
somebody walks in here and they're from Milan, Italy. Like I'm gonna practice my Italian with them.
That would be
course,
cool.
that
And
makes
hopefully,
also, you also have to have a short memory, because if some people stay and it drives you crazy, you have to erase that so you don't carry that over to the new people.
Oh, right, and give
I would
them a
guess. So
chance.
That's a talent
No,
in
that's
itself.
that's
a
actually
talent.
good.
And the producer has something good to say.
Yes.
He's got a very good point.
Yeah.
It-
Bet.
it- it-
So they
we are
wanna
not all
know,
equal.
how long do you rent for? Like, what's the longest extended stay
For the shared or for the
well, let's say shared.
okay. One of the most memorable reservations we had was this Dutch couple that stayed for 2 weeks, and I was kind of dreading before they came. I was kind of dreading the 2 weeks because I was like, I don't know.
That's a long time to
That's
be
a long-
stuck in.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
They turned out to be wonderful, like the best you could ever hope for. Not stealing your energy. Good morning. Keep cleaning the kitchen a little bit. Like, I don't know. It doesn't take much. It takes a little bit of just a little bit of energy
That's
to be a
nice.
good guest. But I think it's a great experience. I think people should try it. I'm into sharing more now than I share, but I'm the type of I like to travel a lot, and I kind of cut my teeth backpacking, and so I'll go stay at a hostel and meet people that way. But I wouldn't stay in Airbnb sharing. But this past summer I went to Italy and I shared a couple times to save money a little bit.
Right.
And
Well, that's the thing.
like
You
one time I
can
didn't even meet the
save
people that
money.
lived there. I met the cleaner.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure she was the cleaner. I thought she was the owner, but she was cleaning and then she left. And then
Wow.
there was a dog there when I got back at night and I didn't see anybody.
So they met.
And it was fine. It was safe. It was clean. It was
Maybe.
one night,
Somebody made the
I don't
comment.
know.
You were getting so many from Europe for COVID. It's more normal to that, which is right, because Europe has a lot of hostels and stuff.
Yeah.
Where
Right.
people share places together and stuff. So for them, it's a natural thing.
I've stayed in monasteries and they do that, and nunneries. A lot of
That's
times
cool.
you rent in a nunnery. Yeah, you
There's
do
a
what
lot
you have
of
to
those
do.
places.
You know,
And
if you ever
Tara
travel.
had a friend who did a bed and breakfast, and she would lock her bedroom, and she actually had a gun in there. That's kind of scary.
Nice.
Oh my! What?
I
What?
stayed there.
I mean, well, just yeah. If I
We're
have to
cooking.
lock my door, if I didn't feel where I could leave the bedroom door. Look, if you have certain valuables, no matter where you are, a hotel or whatever,
I would say
you're
hotel
lucky.
more.
Yeah, hotel more. But
Hotel more.
then okay, lock up certain
Yep.
valuables or whatever. But
I stay in hotel. We stay in hotels too when we do
Yeah.
everything.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. But if I feel like I have to lock the door,
Right.
My brother.
then that's I'm out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll go
Yeah,
find
if you
another
were.
place. So a lot of you guys have never done one before. So
So
if
I
you
did
guys
my
want to
first
come
one
to
with you.
Florida, huh?
I did my first one with you.
Yes, yes.
Was
we
that your
did.
first one?
Yes, in Malibu.
In Malibu.
Yeah, we did
On a
it in
cliff. It was
Malibu on a
beautiful.
cliff. Yes, that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you Richard's information. It'll be in the
I'll
newsletter
put it in the
because
newsletter.
we're
It's a
by
great location.
Satellite Beach. Oh, and it's so cute too because so he does. The house has a nice pool with a nice deck. I've been out there like almost when I'm here. I'm probably always out there. But he has bikes that we could go bike ride in, which we haven't because we're old and lazy. But
You're not old, but you're lazy.
I could see you guys riding bikes though.
I love bike riding, but
We've been very busy.
yeah, we
It's
They
always
came to my
limited
house.
time when you're on
Next
vacation.
time.
That's right.
Yeah.
next
They came to
time
my house.
we'll do bike riding. But it was nice because so you provide like
You're so
half of
nice.
his refrigerator. So and then I would swear to God, and I'll let you in on this. So you know the way refrigerators are, certain things you gotta like stand up or whatever. And on my side, I had the half and half, and I'm like, I have no room to put it here. Should I put it on his side? Like, I don't know what to do with this half and half. Right?
This should be your
I
biggest dilemma.
snuck it. Yeah, this was my biggest dilemma. I snuck the half and half up, and I was like, okay, it's on his side. What if he gets pissed that my half and half is on his side? I would be a terrible room. I'd be a great roommate because am I a good roommate?
You can't ask your husband that question.
So
It's
then I
never-
wound
it's
up
never a good
making
answer.
room for my half and half, and then I just like stuck it on the door side. But that was my biggest concern was the half and half. And then
Like, I'm getting the real cappuccinos now.
now
we
it's
gotta
the
serve those up.
cappuccinos.
There's
Yeah.
Oh, and you didn't have them. I love that. By the way, getting back to the cappuccinos, because we have them at our house. My husband has it for breakfast every morning, and I just
Man
do
after my own
straight
heart.
espresso. That's why I just like.
Well,
espresso.
I'm gonna try to
Although I
connect
like
with
the-
him in the
But is
morning
he-
because
But the Breville,
it's
that's a
our
great
last day.
machine.
Thank you.
That's a great machine. 'Cause
and-
his heart's getting a nice pump.
But
Breville
Zippy
machine.
I
is
don't know.
going to. You'll have his link
I'll have the link to
in
where
there.
you can book.
So if you want to come
from
down
him.
to Satellite Beach and put in the message, "Hey, I know Rach," so that he can.
You can get 20% off. Back to these important messages.
What?
No, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if
Well,
you're
they're
savvy,
taking you up on
Right,
it
if there's-
now.
What? You're
it's
gonna
hard
have
to
a
get out
problem.
here. It's hard to get out here. But yeah, say you know Rach.
Wow.
Do we bring you the best deals? Unbelievable.
Who gets discounts with Airbnb in Florida?
That one.
By the way,
They're all
Satellite
gonna
Beach.
start coming now.
Yeah,
Look-
you have all these people.
Look
Don't
that
look at
up.
those names.
Oh, yeah, new
They're all
messages.
awesome now. They are awesome. Let's see. Have people ever did major damage? Well, we've talked about the butt in the wall.
That was
so
pretty bad.
so that was pretty bad.
Another thing is when you sign up to do Airbnb, nobody tells you that some of the guests are gonna possibly do professional jujitsu in the kitchen.
What? Wait a minute. Wait. Hold. Wait. Hold. What?
I'm not joking.
What? Professional jujitsu?
So that happened another time. I didn't kick them out
So
either.
good stories. We need them on
Wait
more
a
just the
minute.
stories. We need you on just
This
the
I got a lot
stories.
of them. Yeah, that was worse than the butt. There was 2 huge holes in my kitchen. So then I had 3 because we hadn't even. What we did was for the first one, it happened so early on, and I just didn't. I don't have drywall skills at all, which is what it takes to fix it.
Yeah.
And so we just took one of her paintings and hung it over the first hole, the butthole, and it's still like that until like 2 weeks ago. I finally got them fixed. That was 2018. But the jujitsu happened like right around Thanksgiving, this past Thanksgiving.
So
There was a huge kick hole right near the stairs. It was huge.
Wait, so he was practicing.
show
in
the photos.
He was practicing in the kitchen.
No, the guy who made the
Oh.
reservation, I spoke with him on the telephone a bunch of times. It became clear that he wasn't even in the kitchen when it happened. It was his buddies that just went
So
also like crazy, dude, like going nuts. You know, probably a little
Okay.
drinking,
Yeah, of
whatever.
course.
So you know what you should
Oh,
so
say?
interesting.
one of my best friends
No
said,
background check. No,
Is
you gotta
it
just get through me.
Yeah, that's
I'm
scary
just like-
though that they don't do a background check.
I'm a little bit of a like hard nosed, you know.
That's good.
and where
Right.
are
I'm
the?
maybe- go ahead.
I'm sorry. Where are the New York properties?
Near Niagara Falls.
Ooh.
Oh, that's my cousin.
Is it really near
Oh,
Niagara Falls?
So
No,
wait,
it's in
you're
Rochester, New
gonna
York. It's about
not
a mile
go
from
to
Niagara Falls.
Oh, but that's
Provincetown
not
and
bad.
Truro?
I actually want to go up there.
So
Yeah,
she
it's
usually-
perfect for someone like you who's coming up from New York City.
Yeah.
6 hours, stay 1 hour away from the falls, go for the
Oh,
day.
that's
stay
nice.
the
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
My
that
houses
would
are really nice too. All her original artwork hanging in them. I make my cleaners bust their ass. Like this is another huge secret.
Oh, yeah, it
you
was
have to
very
have
clean.
really dedicated employees who are like on board with you.
So yeah.
So I fire them fast if they can't, and actually it's hard. I have the same problem as everybody in America right now. Is to keep the employees. I have
It's
to
impossible.
increase their pay. I actually pay them more than I charge the guests.
Wow.
So I
Whoa.
think that if somebody puts a butthole in your
It is
wall,
the butthole.
He
and
just
your
wants to say the
wife
word butthole.
should paint a picture of a butt, put it over that. If it's a kick hole, she should paint a picture of a foot, and this way you can chronicle what body part.
Come
did
on,
the
Rich.
hole.
You want to get a hoodie on and do? I am Cornholio.
So Susan and
You guys
Susan
look really good
who was on
Yeah.
who was on there asking you about the places in New York. She usually rents in Truro, Provincetown area. She's retired as of this. My cousin. She's retired as of this year, and
Nice.
so she'll do a lot
Oh,
of
he
travel.
was
We
here
have a
before.
guest again.
Our guest came back.
Hey, Minho.
He did a whole butt shot to everybody.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Huh.
Yeah, you want to say
Hey,
hi?
Beautiful.
Aww.
Yeah, he came.
Hey.
He looks like Thor.
Hi. Do I smell like dog? I'm sorry.
He's our little killer in the backyard, but he is like the most gentle of them all. He's the gentlest. He was the runt of the litter.
Do you do
Yeah.
lizards or birds?
What else here?
So do you?
So, are you still gonna? Or did you want a cappuccino? Sorry,
Yes, well, I'll go turn the
excuse
machine on.
us.
She's reminding
Excuse
him.
us.
I'll have
We
it
need to talk to Richard about the cappuccinos.
This is fun.
And then, well, you could come back out, or if Steph wants to come out,
Terry said
You
he's
should come on and
beautiful.
talk a little bit
I'll
about
go
He's
turn the
beautiful.
cappuccino machine
Wait,
on now.
that our eye candy that we gave
That's
to
what I
you.
want you to talk about the cat,
Oh,
Richard.
we're not
clarity.
sure.
Thank you
if-
very much.
We're not sure if she's talking about the cat or.
Oh, maybe the cat's better looking.
I want clarity.
Bye, you guys.
Thank you, Richard.
We'll see you
Thanks,
again.
Richard. So,
So that's our host.
yep. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about other vacations because the other thing we do a lot is we cruise. Well, you don't, but I cruise.
I started with you.
Right. I cruise a lot. And the last cruise that I did was with Rach, and we were on the MSC Seashore.
Yes.
We were on
We talked about it a little bit last week
Yes.
with my chocolate.
With her she
I
I can't even.
Can you wink? I can't wink so good.
I have to open my mouth when I wink.
Oh well. I don't know.
So
Now I'm
this
all
is we're
messed up.
practicing with So one of the things I love about MSC cruises is that it's an Italian line. And I know you have a thing about food and especially Italian food when you go out to eat.
I'm very picky.
And I got to work with one of the chefs in the galley, not on the seashore, I think it was the Divina. And they import everything from Italy. So all your pastas, if they're doing a dried pasta, they do fresh pasta on the ship as well for
The
the
pasta
special,
was
the
amazing.
specialty restaurants. All of the tomatoes, everything is imported. Food is exceptional. One of the things I love about the new ship is that it's the first one that's very family friendly. Because do you remember that? Was it a jungle?
Oh my God, they had this jungle room that
and
I wanted
not
to
an
play
Elvis
in.
style jungle room. We're not talking
No.
the Elvis jungle.
It
jungle
was
room here.
definitely for kids. It was like the Amazon with pools and
monkeys.
monkeys, and it was
There were
very
monkeys.
warm. Not real
Monkey
monkeys,
see,
but
monkey
oh wait, we did photos. We should
Yeah,
show
yeah,
them
yeah.
the photos.
do. With the monkeys. I'll put one in the
Um,
newsletter.
But I ate all the food.
Right.
I literally ate everything.
So let me.
Well, except the macaroni.
I'm going to give you a couple of tips. If you're not on a really tight budget, always go for the balcony. And the reason you should go for the balcony is you get some alone time. You can enjoy the ports without leaving the ship. You can enjoy a dinner on a balcony, something you don't want to normally do in a really small stateroom.
And there was food at any time because that's important to me.
Yes.
Because I have certain times that I can't eat, and then I'm always hungry at night.
And I like the fact that they have anytime dining or any place dining. You're not locked into just the
and their filet mignon was to die for.
Yeah. So I actually have a tip, and I don't know that MSC is on there, but check out the website Vacations to Go. You sign up. There's a 90-day ticker on there. Click the 90-day ticker. If you can travel within that 90 days, you can get incredible cruise deals. I was looking at one today. The normal price on it from the cruise line was $1,100. They had it listed at $400 a person. Now, you probably would have to leave within 2 weeks. So if you know that you can do that. Living in Florida, it's very easy because we have so many ports that you can go to. We can do Tampa, we can do Canaveral, we do Port Everglades or Miami, which is the largest cruise port in the world. So there's always something going from Miami. If you can go from Miami, if you're nearby, it's really easy to find a last minute cruise. Right now they're doing free balcony upgrades. And kids are sailing free. So and they will allow foreign in the stateroom.
What amazed me with that is there are some cruises with the Caribbean and Bahamas, and they're starting at $169.
So
I mean, come on.
Think about it. So for $169, that's per person.
Yeah.
So let's say you've got a family maybe of 4, but you've got 2 children.
Right.
That's $169
Under
times
$400.
2, right? Plus, but you do have to pay tax and port charges because some of the countries do charge a port entry fee. Most of them are around $35 to $50 a port. If you're doing a 3 to 4 day cruise, expect to pay an extra, a little over $100 in port charges and taxes. But don't forget, when you're traveling, most places you have to go spend money to go out to dinner. And for theater or for anything, everything is included. Your meals are all included. Your entertainment's included. And
they make you feel, I have to say this, because it was really my first cruise in forever, like you're special.
Yes.
So when we got off to go on the island, and I videoed it, and I put it up. No, I didn't get laid. However, it was even better because when we got off, they were off for
when we went to
Ocean Cay, they were all lined up, and you know, me being me, I was like, the Compass girls are here, and they all started like yelling. They did it for everybody, but I felt like it was just
they
for
clap
us.
and they cheer
They
for
were
you as you're
clapping
coming up the ship.
and cheering.
Yes. I actually, so your husband today said he wanted to see Jersey Boys.
Yes.
I saw Jersey Boys on a cruise.
Oh.
It wasn't on an MSC, it was an NCL cruise. And but so my husband, unlike the producer, does not like people. He's not social. He's very quiet. He's very introverted. He's not very outgoing. And you would think that someone like that would not like to cruise, because some of these ships have 2,000 to 4,000 passengers now, which is crazy. But the ships is so large that they don't feel like that. Having a balcony, he's very happy sitting and reading. And ordering a cappuccino or whatever, or
I like the balconies.
or ordering some food.
It makes me excuse me.
It's not that much more either,
and it just gives me that air that I need.
I love opening that slider and getting the fresh air from the ocean and listening to the ocean.
I loved
as long as you're not under the party deck or under the biggest.
And the people were partying, if you remember.
Yeah, but so were we.
Yeah, but I loved the moon at night, watching the moon hit the water. Yeah, I really liked it. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. I would probably get a patch next time. The first night I drank, I was fine.
Yep.
The second night, I did not drink one drop of alcohol and just stuck with water because I felt a little off and I just didn't want to take a chance. But I think if I had that patch, I think I was just overly concerned.
And there's another thing. I actually have a horror story, but there's
Don't tell a horror story.
it was
Then I'm
it
not
was,
gonna
it was,
wanna
it was
go.
me being me. So no, it wasn't on the cruise, it was off the cruise, and it was my husband leaving me. Long story.
He was leaving you.
So wait a minute. So
Aw.
we were on a cruise and we stopped in Puerto Rico. Just saying, you don't have to do the cruise lines excursions. They can be very expensive. You can book them yourselves, or even better, you can just explore, rent a car, hop on in Puerto Rico. The public bus system is great. Public transportation is great.
Tell us about.
But my husband left me there.
He left you in Puerto Rico?
So he insisted, he had never been before. I've been to Puerto Rico so many times. And we did a bus tour because that's all he could handle because it's him. And I got off and he got off and everybody got off and we were like in the government buildings or something. And I didn't get back on the bus in time. And the guy said, they did a head count and he said, I think someone's missing. And my husband did not raise his hand to say it's my wife. And the bus left. And
you know what that
was,
reminds me of?
I had a police escort to it, by the way. I knew my way around.
I don't know if
could
you
have
know
walked.
this, but that reminds me of, oh my God, that bowling ball. It's my wife. Do you know what that's from?
No.
No anchovies, please.
I don't know
Never
that.
mind.
Jay
Okay.
Garrison.
Look it up.
Oh, I used to like Jay Giles. Really?
Remember the no anchovies?
No, I don't
please?
remember. I have no memory at 68.
Okay, let's do a couple back and forth. I'm gonna give regular tips. You're gonna give
Oh shoot, I'm not prepared. Okay.
yes you are. It's all up.
Yeah,
there.
that's a good problem.
So let's talk about getting better prices. Like you talked about hotel tonight. If you need something really, really quick. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I thought you did.
I did, but here's the kicker: you don't have to use it for that night. You can actually book ahead on hotels tonight.
Oh, okay.
That's something new with the
right.
past couple of years with them.
A couple of my travel tips are I always bring a towel because you never know. Like if you're gonna go to the beach or a park, then you have your own towel to bring. People a lot of times get that big, huge suitcase. Better to get a smaller one, so it'll force you to pack lighter, and you should pack light anyway.
So I always pack a tote bag, a foldable tote bag in my suitcase in case I go shopping. Because
Like there's a chance.
well, that's how I buy all
I
of my holiday
believe
gifts.
when we went to Hong Kong, we had to purchase a luggage to
It was
get back
Hong Kong.
Yes. We
In Thailand, I didn't do that in Thailand, and I was really sorry. That I did it. But I was camping in Thailand anyway, so
I would just buy one.
You're right, that
But
business
but
is
the
not
tote
for
bag,
me.
you're right, because then they fold up nice and small, and you could use that.
and you can use it as a
I
carry-on.
do. I've seen people take like every credit card they have, all their bank cards. You take just one, and also take a credit card just in case. If you're using a bank card, still take a credit card in case of an emergency. I also have pictures and the information written down on it so that if something happens, including like your passport or what, if you're traveling internationally, you should always have a copy.
Okay, in terms of cash, before I travel internationally, I'll go to the bank and I'll just get enough money for my cab and the tip because the exchange rate at the airport is higher.
Yep.
It will be high at your bank as well. Your best bet for exchange rate is at a local ATM or a local bank.
So this travel tip you'll like because this is in honor of us. I say
Don't get taken down by
no.
by the guards at the U.S. Embassy
No.
for trying to
Oh,
take a
right.
photo.
She's never
of
gonna
the-
let
of the
me live
embassy
this down.
and let your friend
One time
laugh
I
at
get
her.
swarmed by cops and she won't let me live it down.
Don't tell your friend to get out of the car and see how deep the water is when there are hunters and guns are going off around you.
One time I asked her to check to see how deep
And
the water
One
was.
time she got sworn by cops that you know.
That's true.
Okay, so my travel tip is
That's why
get
we travel well
lost.
together.
I'm gonna rest this.
get lost.
Yeah.
Have a paper map with you.
Yes.
Get lost. And because when we get lost, we always find amazing things. And this also goes with the producer and I, because we will
agree.
just go and then we come across the greatest experiences when we're lost. I am a paper map person. Always.
Me too.
Thank you. I love paper maps because you cannot count on Google. That is how we wound up with the hunters and Zippy almost got shot. But besides that, paper maps, you could open it like Google. You get this little screen on your phone or your navigation thing, and you got to slide this and that.
Well-
I could open it up. I could look and see. Okay, this is where I want to go. This is where I am. What's the straightest line? Oh, but what's this over here? We could take this route. Like you can just plan better, I think.
Ask a local.
And no money belt. They're stupid. It
That's-
says
that's what your
rob
bra-
me.
That's what your bra is for, apparently. You just tuck it in. But guys, I haven't, whatever.
Look at that tourist with the money belt.
So ask
Well,
a local.
Yes. So the producer, I'll tell this story really quick. So the producer and I were kind of on this road trip, and we were on this road, and I had my paper map, and the speed limit was real low and everything. And I was like, don't worry, when we get up about a couple miles, it's going to go to a Manor road. And he was like, what do you mean a Manor road? I go, well, the thicker the line, the Manor the road. And I'm telling you, I'm right. It's true. If you watch on a map, the thicker the line is, it's like your freeways and things like that.
Okay.
And the thinner the line, it's more
The minor road.
the minor the road.
Unbelievable.
So yes, I made up that Manor word. So add
I
that.
love your get lost idea, because I think I have found some of the most wonderful pocket parks just walking around the neighborhood, and local restaurants, some of my favorite places. One day we'll do a Europe show. I used to live in Paris, actually lived in Chantilly, which was outside of Paris, but I would get lost walking around. Ask the locals where to eat.
Thank you.
Ask
No matter
the
where you
locals
are.
no matter
Whether
where you
you're
are.
here in US or wherever you are.
Don't
ask.
and
We asked our host where to eat.
there you go.
He actually has a little.
And that's what, and if
thingy
you're in a
by the
hotel,
bedroom.
that's what the concierge is for. They will be able to tell them, I don't want to go to the touristy places. I don't want to go to a chain restaurant. This is what I'm looking for. I was
feel free to go into a hotel you're not staying at
and use the concierge.
and use the concierge.
Yeah. I was on a river cruise one time. There are concierges on river cruises, and they were sending people to the usual spots. And we were in, I want to say, Vienna, and we wanted to go to a violinist shop. But the man was making handmade violins, and she was able to get us in to do that, and also to a very famous milliner shop, because we wanted to watch them make the hats. We couldn't afford them, but we could.
Oh, I sat on the sidewalk in Hawaii and made a
Saki,
basket.
very nice.
Well, we asked the concierge there to find us a waterfall that wasn't touristy, and it was. What was there, like 6 people we saw the whole time?
Yes. Eat street food. Except me, I make her eat it or him eat it. I
I'll
don't
eat
eat it.
anything. I'll eat the bugs. I'll eat
I-
everything.
yeah,
Dirty water.
I don't. I do not do that. Oh, expensive restaurants
You wouldn't
for
even
lunch.
eat taro ice cream. You would not eat. It's sweet potato. She's like, taro ice cream.
I am an
yes."
ice cream entrepreneur. Okay.
entrepreneur. You make
Yes,
ice cream.
I do.
Connoisseur.
You sell. It's connoisseur.
I make
She's
it
doing
too.
it again. She makes up words.
So let me tell you, no, sweet potato does not belong in ice cream.
I watched
Alcohol,
you
yes.
eat a quail egg like this. It took you an hour and a half to eat the quail egg because you were going.
Oh, I was afraid.
What do you think it was going to do? Hatch?
I was just very scared of the. No.
What's the
Didn't like
worst that
that.
can happen? You're sick for a night.
I have some fun facts. And
Okay.
then, and the other thing is, we're going a little bit longer tonight because we have another surprise guest.
Exciting.
Okay, fun facts. Oh, you could see them. Could
I
you
never.
next to
I'm
me?
usually not privy
She's
to the.
seeing how I
I-
do things here.
So she writes a script. That's Rachel's job. I-
Rachel's word 10,000. I love you
that
guys.
was good, Eileen.
That's all
Um,
I got to say.
So Rachel writes a script and she leaves all the good stuff out, and she gives me the script without all this good stuff in it, and I have to wing that.
If you want.
It's sake. Do you like sake?
I'll let you know.
You take a sip and I'll take a sip.
Okay, so
I should.
fun fact: Italy has a free public wine fountain. However, I would not drink from it
Why?
because it skeeves me out.
It's alcohol.
Whiskey oats.
Can't do it.
It's alcohol. Alcohol cleans anything. How could you not share
No.
alcohol?
Not wine, grain
I-
alcohol maybe.
So
Yeah.
it's alcohol's alcohol. You know what?
60%.
That's how you build up an immunity.
60% of lakes on Earth are located in Canada.
Yeah.
What is it?
I haven't had sake in a long time. Take a little sip. It's a little sip. I haven't had it in a long time.
Oh my God, I did have it before. Tanya
We
brought
did.
it
We went
back.
to a sake tasting, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We went
and
to a sake tasting. It was oh
my
God.
girlfriend.
That's
So,
so smooth.
You guys remember
Should I fill
It's
it
all
with
right.
water?
my
I'm fine.
my girlfriend brought me back a bottle of sake from Japan, and
Oh.
It's very good though.
it had the rice paper label. Remember?
Mhm.
That was that.
I
Okay.
can see that.
600 people work at the Eiffel Tower daily.
I could see that.
Um,
The restaurant at the top is overrated and very expensive.
there's another fun
Do-
fact
do-
for you.
Pack a picnic.
I don't know what happened.
Bring a blanket and just sit on the by the Chantamars under and watch the light show and do it yourself.
Jet lag feels worse if you travel from west to east,
Yes.
and it's because our internal clock, it has a natural cycle of sleep wake modes, and it's slightly longer than 24 hours. So when you're traveling from west to east, it makes the day shorter, while traveling east to west obviously makes the day longer, making the brain able to adapt.
You know she's reading this because she wouldn't have remembered.
Of
any it.
course I would remember. I remember all my fun facts. While working while on vacation is terrible. It's
Says
worse
the
than you
travel
think.
blogger and the travel journalist who has to write for magazines.
Okay, this one I love.
It's not. You're right because it's not vacation.
Right.
It's because I have gone to places where I've had to actually check
Sake?
out. No,
Sake?
not just sake. I've had to look at every hotel room in the hotel. Like, I'm going to write about every hotel
I
room.
like sake.
Oh my word.
I like it.
And here we go again.
Okay, people, get ready. Facebook, do not take her down. You're not taking us down tonight.
The Great Wall of China's strength comes from sticky rice.
Really?
Workers built the Ming Dynasty sections of the Great Wall by mixing together a paste of sticky rice flour, and
I like sticky rice.
it's like slacked.
What?
And
Jackie
lime.
just kicked in.
It was actually the standard ingredient in mortar at the time. And the workable paste that they used to bind the building blocks it stuck together so tightly that in many places weeds still cannot grow.
Wow.
We should be using this for our like retainer walls and stuff,
Should
or
grout-
our
grout-
walkways,
grout
or
my-
grout.
grout my bathroom in sticky
Fun.
rice, but I would eat it. I like sticky rice.
So you'd be in the bathroom like,
So I like eating like I was just thinking about eating like the locals, and I was in Thailand in a restaurant, and it was a tape. I don't remember the name of it. I was in nowhere. I was in the first camper van ever in the country. So people were like just staring at us because we were in a camper van, and I had a driver who was teaching me how to cook on the riverbanks. It was beautiful, but she took us to this restaurant. And you stuff leaves with whatever they brought over. I don't remember what. It was a long time ago. I don't remember. And I remember being under the tree, and they said just pull a leaf off the tree, and then that's what we did. We pulled the leaves off the trees, and this was in a restaurant, and that's how you kind of made your little.
that is so
sandwich.
awesome.
It was fun.
The first time I ate from random trees was when I went to Barbados. Swear to God,
Did they do that there?
I ate a real peanut. wait.
Peanuts come from the ground.
Wait, no, I know. But that was, wait, listen, come here.
There's the voice of reason and the voice
Here.
of moral reason.
The lady had just picked the peanuts, okay? So yes,
She
peanuts come
picked it
from,
from the tree.
no, from the ground. But so I did eat a real
crying
peanut, but
laughing
then,
so hard.
let me finish. But then from the tray, I got this, it was this thing, and it was like this goopy,
Sap?
no, it wasn't sap. It was like this fruit that was, oh my God, I wish I could remember the name of it. It wasn't a pomegranate.
Okay, there's it's in the
Papaya?
islands. There is. Oh my God! It's
No, it was,
Gwinnett. Is that what it's called? Gwinnett.
You know what? I'm gonna
It looks
find
like
out.
between a plum and a cherry, but it's not. It's like about this.
No, you
big.
gotta beat it.
Kumquat.
No, it's
No.
not quite. No, it's
Right.
just in the islands. They have them in Jamaica. And
You
it's a
gotta beat it.
Gwinnett. It's. I think it's QUI. And
Do you have to
being.
beat it to open it?
I've never beat.
And you have to.
I don't have
you
guns
have
and I
to
don't
beat it
beat
in a
things.
certain way with a rock.
You gotta
Oh, no,
beat
it
it with a
wasn't.
rock.
Yes, I'm gonna get the information, and she's going down because I'm
I've never
telling the
had
truth. Where is Kerwin when I need him?
We need Kerwin. He's probably in
Because
some
he'll
country.
tell you where is
Backpacking
Kerwin.
somewhere.
So Kerwin made me like eat this fruit that was plucked from a tree.
Well,
and
he's from
then
the island.
he's from Jamaica, so he had me eating all this different fruit. Yes, the peanut came from out of the ground, so I had an actual peanut that was not. It was so different because it wasn't roasted like here.
You
So
can buy peanuts, raw peanuts in the grocery.
I've never seen a raw peanut. I've never seen one ever.
They're right next to the Lunchable.
No, don't listen to her. We're not even listening
That's
to
why I
her.
said it.
Have you guys? How many of you guys have seen actual raw peanuts that are just from the ground? You're telling me they pull them out of the ground and bring them to the grocery store?
You can buy raw peanuts in the grocery store.
I'm
You
not
can cook
saying
with them.
raw.
You gotta
Ones
wash them
that
first,
just
Rachel.
ones that just came from 2 feet away from you.
Probably not. I don't think I've.
Have you ever pulled up a peanut?
I
from
don't
the
think I
ground?
have.
All
I don't
right
think
then.
I have.
So I rest my
But you
case.
use raw peanuts to cook. Looking smart. I bet you boil them maybe, and they're disgusting boiled. But
Wow.
All right, she's being a mean girl, so we're gonna go on.
gives me an opportunity. Oh
All right,
my God.
so-
the eyes could just. I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard.
All right, do you want more fun facts?
No, go please do.
Okay, travel makes you smarter.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
agree with that?
I agree with that.
Because you're getting
You're learning.
history and everything else. That's another thing is learn the history of the area you're going.
Yes.
Because remember, like we have the whole rum thing down pat.
Oof.
That's why I
We've been
read the
hanging with
book.
pirates for a long time.
That's why I read the book in no time.
Should we should have our guests on.
I think
And
so, I think so because this is going very
Yes.
wrong
Okay,
very
come over,
quickly.
Stephanie.
Hiya.
This
Okay, I'm
is
gonna move this way.
Stephanie, and she
Hello.
is Richard's wife, and she is the artiste of everything
The
behind us and all through the house.
Thank you. Yep.
So, are you having sake?
Yes, I've already had multiple shots.
Okay, good. So she's
ready
already
for it.
had it.
Which you
She's
need
ready
to
for
be on the
you.
show.
Are you
I
not?
recommend drunk.
I have to drive.
So tell us a little bit about your art. Like, when did you start drawing?
Okay.
How does one even know? Like, you know what? I'm gonna be. an
Hello,
artist.
everyone. Hi, welcome. This is fun. Okay, so my name is Stephanie. I also go by on the internet. You can also find me as Hallyu Back, and that was because I used to live in South Korea, and that is actually where I started painting. I am a self-taught artist. Back in 2009, the recession hit, and I graduated from college or university, depending upon how you want to say it. Some people think college is 2 years. So I graduated from university and I moved to South Korea to teach English. I'm speaking really fast, so pardon.
It's a sake.
Yeah, okay. So it's also a really long story, so I'm just trying to make it as brief as possible.
Yeah, don't care.
So I moved to South Korea where I eventually met Richard, and I lived there for 6.5 years. And during that time, my second job that I had was I was teaching at a college, and I had a lot of downtime. And I started to, after the first year, I was fine. And then the second year, homesickness started to kick in.
Oh, I bet.
And so South Korea was, at that point in time, was a country that didn't really have any sort of mental health. If you even went to a therapist, you could lose your job.
Oh,
So
that's awful.
I started to paint as kind of a way to express myself and to work through those feelings. And so we are YouTubers also, and I also do other things online, and people started seeing my paintings in the back of our videos, and they were like, hey, that's really great. Can I buy that? And I was like,
yeah.
okay, if you think so, if you like it. And so that's kind of what started the
That's
whole art
pretty
career. It
awesome.
was just for fun.
Oh,
So
That's great. And
thank you. I'm glad you like the work. I appreciate that.
having someone with a degree in creative arts therapy,
Cool.
that's awesome.
Thank you.
Not something I could do. I tried. It was hard.
Yeah,
with other people.
I have degrees in like ministry and education, but not in art. I have a minor in music, but that's a whole other thing. But no, I just started.
So
painting.
she paints and she plays an
She's a
instrument.
Renaissance woman. She's a Renaissance woman.
Yeah. So I needed an outlet, and so
Important.
that became my outlet, and so
This is my house.
it's a good outlet. These came from Japan, actually.
That's
from
beautiful.
I
Tokyo.
love that.
I love them too.
They're very pretty.
They're very pretty. Here.
Mine isn't.
I know people like things.
Gorgeous.
Yep. So this is one of my travel tips. When you go and you travel, get souvenirs that are small. Everybody gets big souvenirs. I like souvenirs that can fit in my hand or at least useful.
Very
So
small.
I have things like chopsticks. I have things like teapots, like smaller
small.
objects.
That's a great tip.
Good tip.
I also get, or Rich and I, whenever we go somewhere, because I started getting so much tchotchke that now wherever we go, we buy ornament for our tray.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
cute.
this way it gets on the tree and gets packed away and it's not out and stuff.
I have a printer's tray that I just painted. So
Nice.
it was my mom's thing because my parents, they had lived in Europe for years, and so when I was little, I would grow up and look at all these like little knickknacks on that, and that's part of what inspired me to live overseas because I saw all these cool things, and that inspired me to travel.
Nice.
And so like
And you just went there on your own by yourself.
I couldn't say hello.
Wow.
Oh.
I got a job in the beginning of February 2nd, and I was there by March 5th, and I couldn't even say hello in the language. I had like 5 pieces of paper telling me how to get from the airport to where I was staying, and that was it. But at that point in time, South Korea was
Wow.
a really great place to go. If you had a 4-year degree, you could go there if you're from an English-speaking country, and you could teach English. And it was a good paying job with healthcare and housing. So I was like,
That's awesome.
Okay.
sign me up, I'll do a
Yeah.
year. You know, be adventurous.
Wow.
So yeah, that was my
So 1 year morphed into
1 year, morphed into 6 years, morphed into meeting my future husband, getting one of my cats, getting a master's degree, like all sorts
They
of.
saw the cat.
Yes. Okay. That was yes.
I'm not sure which one because the two
That would probably be
look
Min
alike.
Ho, who's
Yes, it
a
was.
Korean name, but that so he's actually from New York. But we have 2 cats here. Our other cat, Maki, is actually from South Korea.
Okay. All
So,
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she's
Somebody
okay.
came up and said hello to everybody
Hi.
and walked by.
Hello.
So does anybody have any questions? Because we are here.
Magnets
it's-
are great. Keychains are awesome. Small things that you can keep that remind you of the trip, but don't take up a whole lot of space.
I like local art.
Uh-huh.
Local
Too.
artists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And I'll try
you
to do 5 by
purchase-
7. I'll buy
I
postcards.
was gonna say you do like postcards
Sometimes
and small
if it's very
things
expensive
that-
artwork, I will buy like either the 5 by 7 print or
Yeah.
whatever because it's easier to put
You
into
do
my
always
suitcase.
get
You
some-
know, you've been in my
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
all from Ketchikan. All the
Yeah.
art there was from Ketchikan.
we would do that like
Yeah.
when we would travel. We traveled a lot.
Yeah.
And so I gathered
Yeah.
that from you guys.
That's good. Yeah.
So yeah, we would go and buy things for like my mother-in-law, his mom, and things like that, like little paintings.
Yeah.
Heck, a couple months ago, I went up to Charleston and I went to the aquarium, and they had paintings that you could buy that were created by the animals there. So I'll show it to
Cool.
you later. I have a Picasso. It's a turtle painting.
Oh my
That's
god.
cool.
And it's
That's
like a little tiny
awesome.
painting.
That's very
so
cool.
cute.
That is
Very,
so
very cool.
awesome.
Very
So
cool.
now, do you have a website for your artwork, or is it just your YouTube?
So I'm primarily on YouTube as Hell You Back. But actually, if you go to hellyouback.com, there's a button at the top. Hallyu is like Korean pop culture. So Hallyu Back, and if there's a button called My Art, if you click on that, it has all
Okay,
my
and
art.
I'll put that in the
I'll put
newsletter.
So we'll put that in the
Might not go
newsletter
out
so
till
you guys-
Friday, but
Oh, that's good. Tara likes buying coffee beans.
oh,
Ooh,
that's a
yum.
good idea.
Also, especially if you're going to some South American
Yep.
country, yes.
Jamaica has great coffee.
And
Yeah,
Monica
yeah.
is so glad you got the cat.
Yes, I am so glad that I got the cat too. The cat, her name Maki actually translates to hope.
Oh, I did not know
It's very-
that.
Yeah, she's
I
didn't know
just
that.
assumed Maki fish.
Sushi?
Sushi.
Oh my goodness.
well.
Yes.
That's the other
Yeah.
fun thing. is
But
it's-
it's hope.
Yeah.
How
Which is a
cool
great
that?
name for a
yeah,
cat.
we were traveling.
It's
We
like
were
a dog
actually
named Kitty.
we
you
were
know.
traveling around Japan. We talk with the locals, we meet local
That's how you do it,
people.
yeah.
Met a guy. He had a daughter named Maki, and we thought like that's a really great name. If we ever have a daughter, we should name him Maki. Well, we got a cat first.
There
So
you go. So
that
the
was-
cat got the
Cat got the name.
got the good name. So wait a minute, I'm gonna do some more fun facts. So this is like if I don't get the fun facts
They'll
out,
complain.
they'll
You'll see them.
complain. Yeah. So
Feel
we
free to
s-
ask any questions too.
Yes, yes. If you have questions, for Steph, is it Steph or is it
Steph or
Stephanie?
Stephanie.
Because
It's
I
whatever.
have a really bad habit of shortening names, and then
I became
I would
really-
say Steph, and
Okay.
then
the first
someone would be
letter.
like, "It's Stephanie," and I'm like, "Oh,
Oh, I
It's
do
okay.
that to you all the time. I'm gonna go with Sephora.
no, yeah, I do." She went from Zipporah to Zippy to Z. Like
Yeah.
that's how bad I
No,
shortened her.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
So
I went from rich to asshole.
yes, he did.
It's longer.
Yes, yes, yes. So as you take in, we were talking about how traveling makes you smarter, and it's because as you're taking in the sights and the smells and everything of the new destination and the experiences, then you're actually thinking more creatively. So that's pretty cool, and it also strengthens your heart.
Thank you.
Isn't that cool?
I didn't know that.
when
walk
you
more.
when you carry all that extra tension around, it negatively affects more than your mental health. So,
So how
it
weird is this? I'm sorry to cut you off. Johnny Blackerby said he almost went to South Korea to teach English.
Mm-hmm.
He met his wife, who was from Seoul, and didn't want him to go. She didn't want to go back.
oh,
Well,
What are the odds?
that's
Somebody else
interesting.
So he ended up working at, where does he work? Yankee Stadium or something? What is he's a chef at?
He's at one of the
He told us one day what he does.
Oh,
He was a
yes.
chef
My
at
show's cafes.
at one of the
Yeah,
big,
he
big,
at one of the
ballparks,
yes, and we don't remember.
and he'll tell us.
Austria, which has a legal minimum of 22 paid vacation days per year,
That's nice.
is one of the largest paid. So you get 22 paid minimum on top of 13 paid holidays.
That's nice.
That's the start.
and it's so easy to travel.
Yeah, right. Studies show that couples who take the time to travel together, that they have reported heightened feelings of intimacy. Is that true?
I feel like it gives you a really clear understanding. Like, I almost feel like you shouldn't necessarily marry somebody if you don't travel with them first.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and again, you have no tension when you're traveling. You've got that whole, so you can, you're more open when you're like.
But you
that.
also have a lot of like important decisions that you have to
Yeah.
make at a spur of the moment.
That's true.
And so it like,
Can he handle it?
yeah,
Right.
Or who's gonna win?
you see your real personalities outside of all the stress.
That's true.
So
Good point. Good point.
So a fun fact about
I do.
the shortest flight?
I do.
Yes, you do.
I do.
You do.
Where is it? Because I can't see. It can take. This is why I don't do fun facts. It can take under a minute. Wait, how can a flight take under a minute?
So
I mean, it takes longer to get on a plane.
it's traveling from
Time travel?
Western Island to Papa Western Islands. And the two locales are part of the, go ahead, you tell.
No, I'll let you.
You
let
just
that
want me
roll
to
off your-
try
I just
with
want
all
to see
these
her
words.
roll off her tongue. because-
These two locales are part of the Orkney Islands in
Yeah.
Scotland, and the flight between them is only 1.5 minutes. So it's by the
so it's
time you
island
get up,
travel.
you go and then down.
So there's no bridge. The islands that are close to one another. Well, I would assume you could take a boat.
Well, I don't
Why
know.
would
Well,
you
maybe a
propose?
boat takes 10 minutes.
Okay,
I don't know.
whatever.
Also, when you visit Ethiopia, you can actually step back 7 to 8 years. How is that?
I have no idea.
Well, let me tell you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so the country follows a different calendar than most of the world. And the difference is due to a gap that exists between the Ethiopian calendar and the Gregorian calendar.
Interesting.
Isn't that neat? I want to go back.
You want to go back in time?
Yeah.
I
I
don't.
want to go
Yeah,
back
maybe I
in
do.
time.
Wait, what? I'm looking at these fun facts, and the pilots and co-pilots must eat different meals. Why is that, Rach?
What?
I ask you.
Well, you won't find them eating the same cuisine because it's protocol that they eat the different meals in case one gets food poisoning.
That makes
Did you
sense.
see Airplane?
I don't think she said pilot on an airplane, but yeah, it makes sense.
But the movie Airplane, you never saw the movie Airplane?
So it's like the test.
Everybody
it's like
gets sick because the fish is bad and they got to get a pilot to fly the plane.
Yeah.
A passenger
So
to fly the
they
plane.
don't eat the same food.
Okay, so
Yep.
it's like the royal taster.
Yeah.
They need a royal taster.
Yep. And then if you like pyramids, okay,
I do
let's
like
ask
pyramids.
everybody, if you guys who like pyramids, who do you think has the most pyramids in the world? Oh, look, see, Denise knew poison. So where would The
China.
most
No.
pyramids big.
I would have
Yes.
thought that it would have been Egypt.
I would have
Peru.
said Egypt. Oh, Peru's a good
Peru's a
one
good
too.
one.
I
Peru's
haven't seen
really
it, but
good.
China.
No. Oh, look at Tim,
Tim.
Mr. Smarty
Tim,
Pants.
are you Googling again?
I know. Did you Google that, Tim?
Yes, Monica, that is my artwork on the wall.
We should actually move so that they can see it.
Okay.
We could go like this.
I put Egypt, but I spelled it wrong.
Yeah, it is Sudan. Tim was right.
Tim who?
Tim's always right.
He's always right. We only have a few more, and then we're going to show it. So Monaco is smaller than Central Park. I did
Yeah.
not know that. I just learned that with this.
It's very-
Okay, this
it's
is
a
so
principality.
cool.
Yeah, it
It's-
is.
It's not even
Tallest
a
sandcastle.
suburb.
What's your guess for the tallest sandcastle? This blew my mind. That's how tall it is. What do you think?
Taller than a house? As tall as a house.
Oh, well, I don't know because I don't know how tall a house is.
Depends on which
What
You
kind of
you
house?
asked me to
Is it a ranch? Is it a colonial? Is it a a 3-story mansion? Like what is it? What kind of house?
120 feet.
Rich says 120 feet.
18 meters.
And go ahead.
That's
Which
it.
is in
18
feet.
meters.
54 feet.
18. Well, Tara said 50 feet.
Yeah, 54 feet.
300
56 actually.
11 feet.
Well done.
Wow.
Tim, 260 feet.
That's
I want to know how
I didn't
you.
get the
That's really
answer.
hard to do. I mean,
Didn't even get the answer. That's not fair.
you would have to be like on like scaffolding. Or
and it
something
was
to
in
do it.
Germany, by the way. Okay, so this I did not know, and we were there, and I was there also with our producer. So the Liberty Bell has a typo. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. We were right there. We read it.
No, I got to go look at my pictures now. So the state name is incorrectly spelled as PEN, one N in Pennsylvania.
I did not know that.
Never knew that. Now I need to go to all my pictures and
When I saw the
and
Liberty
look.
Bell, I was a little disappointed. It was almost like seeing the Mona Lisa.
So he was
The Mona
disappointed
Lisa's
too.
this big.
Well, because
It's
you're
this big.
expecting this.
And it was a Liberty
grand-
Bell. I thought it was going to be this. It's a bell. It's a bell.
Liberty Bell is in Pennsylvania. isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
church.
In
Philly.
Philadelphia.
It's like
Yeah,
a.
same.
I mean, it's a good
Good
size
idea.
bell.
I thought it was gonna be
It's
a
not
giant-
your like ding-a-ling-a-ling
No,
bell.
but I thought it was going to be giant sized. Just some disappointments on travel.
All right,
can handle
I'm gonna move
Okay.
a little bit.
Don't move that close.
I'm just gonna. Oh wait, let me
me get
block
outta
the
here.
light. I'm gonna block the light.
You like the way she does that?
Okay, so you guys could see.
You want me to turn that light off?
What am I saying?
The artwork.
What? Wait,
Well,
wait.
Do you want me to lift and?
Here, let me.
There you go.
Oh, beautiful.
So there's artwork all around.
Show over here too.
Oh,
So
you
turn
can't see it.
No?
Yeah, you did the ring light.
Hold on.
But I'm gonna give the link in the newsletter.
And we will. We'll show you the link. Look at that. I'm getting good at this. I could probably almost be a weather girl now with a green screen. And the low pressure is coming down.
For you to pronounce them.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anything other than that,
That butterfly?
The low
They like my
pressure is
butterfly.
coming down.
That's awesome. Thank
Oh,
you.
look, the butterfly.
Rachel Christie Elliott loves her butterfly.
That
I
one was
see.
a spur of the moment. I painted it in like 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, so this is
Crazy
what
person.
I think. Oh, we have giveaways too.
We
Should
do.
we?
I have a
we
couple
should
of-
just have one more. Oh wait, did
I
he
refilled it.
like,
I'm not.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
good. I'm not having.
so
Okay.
you could
Bring a
tell
party.
Steph and I get along well.
So the giveaways for tonight are
Thank
this
you.
book. Actually, I don't believe it's come out yet. So you'll be the first one to read it. It's called One Night on the Island by Josie Silver. She wrote One Day in December. It's a perfect beach read.
Somebody else likes your butterfly.
So we figured that this would be a great
Good
giveaway
Josie.
for your vacation on the beach. So you can
Oh.
read on the
That's very
beach.
nice.
And we have
Oh.
a Mud Love rather, Mud Love Wayfinders, Compass Girls bracelet.
Wait, I did. What?
Why, did you want that?
Where did you get this?
I had it made.
This is beautiful.
Mud Love.
Look
What is it?
at
And it will come with all the Mud Love information. Oh, it's upside down.
Oh my, no, I want you to give this away. This is beautiful, but I want to order one. Oh my
I have-
gosh.
They have
That is
yeah,
beautiful.
I work with them a lot with Mud Love. They do. I love their mugs because they're made. They donate for each one, and they have like
Oh.
you know my little kind of
How cute.
blue mugs, and they have this on the front of them, and they have whatever you want on them. You can do the change or whatever, whatever inspiration. They have inspiration, but
I
instead of the
love
inspiration, I had a
this.
Compass Girls one done. So love is here, and each one provides 1 week of clean water.
Oh, I really like that.
Yes.
Mm.
So
That just made it even that much better.
you like these better than the first ones we gave away, which were just the bands that said
Better than
Compass
this?
Girls?
No, I like those too. But I
Just
like
checking.
this.
Alright.
I like different things because then
Okay.
you could switch it up depending what
Yes.
you're wearing. Because the
So-
silver is more, I think, dressy because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually
I have a bunch of
wore it
those
to
too.
the wedding, and this is more like an everyday,
I
whatever.
don't have one.
I think we'll
I don't even
to-
have a bracelet. I don't even have the silver bracelet that says the Compass Girls.
I
Maybe-
have
I have something in
two.
Hebrew that says this too shall pass because I always have to remember that.
I have 2 bracelets. Okay, let's do winners. Do you like to woohoo stuff?
We'll go woohoo,
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, because I'm gonna name the winners and you guys are gonna woohoo.
Okay, I'm ready.
Right after I
I'm
have more
woohoo
sake.
ready.
Wait,
Oh,
it's
here we go.
it's sake
Okay,
time. Okay, winners. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we had the Beer Lux oil and
Oh, that's the
Beer Lux.
the Bakuchinol.
Yes, yes.
That was the Bakuchin oil for your skin.
And that is going to Carol Bridges. And then we have 2 Pura Dior. And that is what you loved. The
I
hair.
used it on my hair, and then I went to the hairdresser 2 days
The
later, and
hair
she said, "What
mask?
did you do to your hair?" And I said, "I tried this hair mask, and it made my hair smooth."
Yes, it's wonderful.
And it's all
So
natural.
we
She
are
makes it-
giving away 2. That is going to Eileen Sullivan and Christy Elliott.
Congratulations, ladies!
And then we had our awesome cards that were made by Matt called Matty Wax Cards. And he did the sports cards. He has the baseball cards, the football cards. He made our own champ, his own card
Yeah, with all his
with his actual
him
football
playing
cards.
in the Super Bowl and stuff. He did it for him,
And
which is
he-
nice.
Like he said, he's going to be starting the hockey and
Yes.
basketball cards. So
And he will make them up to order. too.
Yes, yes. So, make
if you have
sure
special,
you check
favorite
him out.
teams or favorite players or
Yep.
yeah.
And that is so we're giving away 2 cards, and that is going to Ashley, Melissa, and Kari, Carter, CV, and Carrie. I say Kari, Carrie, different times. So I'm sorry. I need you to give me write it to me. Is it Carrie?
You'll
or
have to
Kari?
say Carrie, and she can go no, and Kari, and she can say yes.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out because I always go back and forth. Oh, and then we have ballsy, and that is so your man can have nice smooth balls, or if you're a guy, you can have them. And it comes with the 2 different heads. And so here's a fun fact for you that I found out.
It's like a manscaper.
Yeah, manscaper.
So ballsy, if you use a ball trimmer, ladies, if you use it, it works better than a regular trimmer because it's made for delicate areas.
Nice,
I don't want them.
Yes.
nice.
So
I put it in front of my husband, and he just went like this. I'm gonna be 70 years old. No, no.
Go figure.
Okay, so
No fun.
Ballsy is going to Johnny Blackerby.
Congratulations, Johnny.
Woo! Then we had the Bandit. I'm gonna let you say this because I don't want to mess up its name.
No, it's Robert Piquet.
Oh, Robert
Yeah.
Piquet. So the Bandit Parfume by Robert Piquet, and that
Robert
was
Piquet.
the amazing perfume.
Amber alert. Amber alert, something's wrong. Rachel's gone.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's what an Amber Alert sounds like.
Yes.
We'll all check that after.
Sounds like the emergency broadcast.
It does. I think
The Compass
How come
Girls.
I didn't get it on my phone? Oh, now mine came through.
Oh,
Oh,
she-
my
oh,
word.
wait. No, for real. Where is this?
Far away from here.
Hillsborough.
Hills-
They always do that down
Hillsborough
here. The whole
County.
state, I
There's
swear.
That could be like
Okay,
4
now.
hours away.
I know.
Okay, so Bandit is going to Joey Morrow.
Congratulations! Woohoo! And that company actually makes some classic perfumes from years and years and years ago. You'll know some.
Yes.
of those.
Nice.
Yes.
So,
And then
French
we
perfumes.
had our 1821 Man-Made,
See that my
and
husband
that
liked.
was the body shampoo or body wash
Yes.
that you could also use as
Shampoo.
shampoo. They have all different kinds of
There's
products. They
skincare
are
line.
amazing.
And they smell really nice.
They
smell like sweet
smell-
tobacco,
Yes, and
like
it's
pipe
such
tobacco.
but such
yeah.
a like man scent.
Yeah, no, I like it too, though.
It's really
I
nice.
don't know.
So 1821 Man-Made, that is going to Karen Benoit.
Woo, Karen, you're gonna smell like tobacco. Woo!
And then Congo
Oh.
Tropicals. That was the yummy chocolate.
That was organic chocolate with 2 ingredients. It had cacao and it had organic cane sugar, and that's it.
That's it.
It was
Wow.
dark chocolate,
And it was
unbelievable.
amazing. That
And
was
we buy
actually
more.
Stephen had called the night before
Yeah.
to ask if he had to show it because he
Wanted
wanted
to
to
eat it.
eat the whole
My
bar.
husband doesn't like dark chocolate because he's
I'm not a big dark
and
chocolate
he
liker,
like
lover.
almost finished it. It was so good.
I
I'm gonna
ate
order
it.
some
It
more
was
because
very
they were
good.
just bars, so it's not a big deal.
And the Congo Tropicals is going to Patricia Rainey.
Woo! Congratulations! And it's from Costa Rica.
Yes.
It was Costa Rican.
And then we
chocolate.
had the Dough Project,
Oh, that
which
was
was
fun.
the homemade Play-Doh. And that'll be very fun to do.
And it had a little rolling pin, and they're the
And
ones
it
that
had
were
the-
made, and you could make your own plate
Right,
at home. It had the mix, and you add.
And
kitchen
that was all
things.
from the Dough Project. And
Yes.
that is going to Judy Walsh.
Congratulations, Judy!
Woo! And then we had the pink Bellasonic, which was for your nails.
Oh, that's a
I
nail
want-
file.
And it
That's a
had the
nail file.
files, the buffers, it had all kinds of things. That is going to Eileen Savino.
Oh, congratulations, Eileen! Woohoo!
Before we go to the last prize, I just want to ask all you guys to let us know, are you a New York City Giants football fan? We want to
New
find
York Giants.
all the Giants fans out there. And while you guys are telling us if you're a New York Giants fan, we're going to tell you who won the Toka perfume, which was
That was the whole
sample.
set of them. The sample sizes, sample spray sizes. There were like a dozen of them, or something like that, 10 or 12 of them.
Yep.
And
It
they were
was the
beautiful.
whole sample. So that is going to Vicky Kazenza.
Woo! Congratulations, Vicky!
All right, let's see.
That's your one.
Let's see. Where do we go? First one. Is that the first one? Okay. So we are giving away the Giants mask
Which
that
is
we had. So okay, I know what we're gonna do.
You want to close your eyes?
How are we gonna do this?
Well, I just saw something that said Giant. What's Giants?
Okay, we got it. We're gonna do the first one. Okay, and the Giants mask is
I'm
going
confused.
to. I know she's like, I don't
I'm
know
go-
what's going
she's
on.
scrolling.
I just had to scroll and pick quick. So the Giants mask is going to Johnny Blackerby.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Johnny. And that was a mask.
The mask.
It just said the Giants.
It
on
had
top.
all Giants on it. And Johnny, just so you know, you're gonna match Steven because he has the same one.
Yep.
So you'll match
Stephen
him.
Baker, the touchdown maker.
So we will be back next Wednesday night
That's
at 8 o'clock. And again,
I think next week, hopefully, we're gonna do what we were supposed to do this week.
Yep. So we will be on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Yep.
We thank Stephanie so much, and her information will be in the newsletter, so you could connect with her.
Yep. And
Yes.
20% off if anybody's interested in paintings. So,
Oh my word! You
All
heard
right.
it here. Okay, wait a minute.
20% off if you come stay at any of their B&Bs. 20% off artwork. Come on.
I know.
That's amazing.
That's great.
That is
Awesome.
amazing.
Awesome. And
so-
people were picking stuff out as we were. As
Yes,
we were saying, "Oh,
yes.
that's perfect."
So
Go ahead.
awesome. So we are going to get their information in the newsletter for you
Nice
guys,
job.
and we'll also
Good
put
job.
it on the page. And we will be here next Wednesday night at 8
We
p.m.
will.
And which way am I going here?
Right here.
I'm trying to get to you.
I'm
So we will
tired.
see you next week. We thank you so much for joining. And if you are listening in the car, thanks for the ride. Ciao.